Now it's time for a segment we like to call So They Say, the Talker. So they say prenuptial agreements are on the rise among millennials, and I don't blame them. That's according to the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. So according to a recent survey, more than half of attorneys cited an increase in the number of prenups requested by millennials. Only 2% of attorneys saw a decrease among 18 to 34-year-olds across the board. Requests for prenups have really gone up the last 3 years. So why? Well, experts say millennials are getting married later and have more assets to protect in the event of a divorce. Also, I mean, this is just something that we've hit on multiple times in different surveys. Yeah. Millennials, they have so much debt and they feel like they need to pay all that debt off before they move forward with someone else. They also want to pursue their education. They want to travel more before they get married and have a family. Yeah. The list goes on, but I really do blame social media, folks.
I'm just wondering how many assets millennials have that they need to protect.
Yeah, like all the stuff in your parents.
I mean, I have a lot of assets at this age to protect, but when I was what, millennials, like 20s, 30? I didn't really have anything.
But a lot of millennials in their late 20s, they have homes now. Yeah.
Yeah? Didn't we do a study like a week ago that millennials are not buying homes?
Some of them. Right?
We're getting our studies crossed.
Yeah.
Listen.
So I'm a little
That's
but
what
I want to
they're
hear what the love
inheriting from their
doctor.
parents they're trying to protect.
Okay, listen
all
here.
right. I want to hear what the love doctor has to say.
I still believe in the institution of marriage, and I think going into a marriage saying, you know, I want a prenup, you're not putting much faith in the marriage. You got to take time to get to know people, and so if you're not going to take that time, which we are rushing in the marriage these days in some instances, I'm just going to protect what I have because I'm going in knowing that chances are this isn't going to work.
But didn't you just say, we had a newsroom discussion about marriage off camera, this was a couple days ago, and you said something to the fact that you could be married to someone for 20, 25, 30 years and you still don't know them.
Right, but I'm going into it with a made up mind that once I say I do, I'm sticking in, regardless of what takes place. Love, I'm going to love you regardless of sickness, health, poor, riches, those vows I'm going to take seriously and I'm going to stay with this until the end. That's the institution, man. I believe in an institution.
Which could also be called, Francesca, an assumption. And you know what they say about assumptions.
Yeah, I know what they say about assumptions.
Don't get married. Don't do it. If I got to protect all this from you,
I got to protect my
and I'm calling
million.
you my mate, no, I'm not married.
You ain't taking my million.
Protect what you had before you stepped into the marriage. And whatever you build and grow is equal assets at that point. You know, we could have a whole discussion.
We really could. We could fight about
it.
But we must move on, folks. Ahead on the Morning Rush, a yellow